it's Patrick Hanifin, like a hand and a fin. Welcome to my video today on YouTube, and we talk about money, the economy, what's going on, people that are struggling, people that need to get stimulus, and try to find ways to help people and have some positive aspects too. I like to keep people aware of what's going on though, and I just came over to film this Dollar Tree, and I thought that'd be just kind of interesting to see how busy it is, because people are hurting and they're shopping at these kind of stores. But look at this right here. This is the car lot right next door. There's not even a whole front row of cars, and this whole giant car lot is just completely empty here. There's no cars. Is that unbelievable? Just crazy. Give you an idea of this. If you enjoy my videos, please leave me a like, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and any comments or suggestions you have, I'd really appreciate them, and so would everybody else. It's just amazing, like, where people are shopping now, because they're using their credit cards and they're out of money. And you look at all these shops across the street, I'll show you these two, they're all a bunch of empty places. I just laughed, like, just another block down was the Waffle House, or a Pancake House, and I did a double take. There's no cars in the lot. I mean, the big sign says open. I just go, oh my gosh. And this is like, it's called Waba Grill, Five Guys. Check this place out. This is Beach Boulevard here, people going down to the ocean. Okay, there's the outside dining here. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And yet you come over here, there's the Goodwill store, Dollar Tree, packed. Look at this place. I'll show you the inside too. All those chairs are empty. Just a couple customers. It's unbelievable. This is called Goodwill Boutique here. This is where people shop now. Thrift stores, Goodwill, Dollar Tree. Can't find a place to park here. Crazy. I wanted to talk to you about our government a little bit, and I'm going to try to offend Republicans and Democrats a little bit, but it is so frustrating that they hire these people and we pay them good money and they're not even working for us. They're working for the corporations. And I mean, we know it, but you don't realize it till you really start hawking it. As soon as I started doing this channel and really looking into things, I just became shocked. It just gets depressing. I can almost hardly look at it anymore. It's like, let me give you an example. And I'll give you an example on a Democrat side and a Republican side. We take Nancy Pelosi. That's crazy. I mean, people can't even find a place to park here. To shop at the Goodwill. It's just... But Nancy Pelosi makes $223,000 $223,500 as Speaker of the House. But last year she made $30 million on the stock market. And she's worth, I've looked up figures, and I've seen it from $135 million to $250 million. Now somebody's making $30 million a year on the stock market. How much are they going to care about their job? Really. Where she's making the money? She's making it from corporate donations and people donating money, and then getting all those inside stock tips and buying in the stock market. And they're trying to pass a law that you can't. This parking lot. There's people just coming into Dollar Tree, but people like you and I, when we don't get those tips. So you buy a stock, you're going to be buying it after her. You're making her money. Not only you're paying her salary, but then you're making her money in the stock market. And she's making like $30 million. And she's trying to say, well, you know, it's my husband. Yeah, like you don't tell him what's going on. It's your money too, believe me, it's community property and you're making it with him. And they're trying to get a law where senators and congressmen both, they can't buy stocks anymore. But she's not for that. She double talks it, but she's totally against that. Because that's where she made $30 million. She's not gonna vote for that. And so that's one bad thing. But then she's getting all these corporate donations. And when the people are getting all this money from the corporations, they don't care about the individual citizens. They talk a good talk. She's never even had a job in her whole life. She's been that's kind of sarcastic, but I mean, she hasn't had like a real job like you and I. I mean, she worked for the Democratic Party for I don't know how many millions of years. She's 81 years old now, and that's the only real job she's had, you know, and she knows all the little political tricks. And she gets the corporate money. She hasn't gone out and ever worked at a Denny's or something like that. I mean, not that she needs to, but you know, it's just kind of, she's not a real person. She doesn't suffer like you and I do. And so she buys these corporate stocks and doesn't want to pass the law so they can't. How much money do you need? You know, you got $250 million. It's like Jeff Bezos. I mean, he's building a yacht for almost $500 million. $500 million for a yacht. And it was too tall, the mast, so they have to cut down a bridge or tear it apart, tear the whole bridge apart, let his yacht get through, and then they rebuild the bridge, which he's paying for, but it's crazy. And then he has another yacht because he can't land a helicopter on the big yacht. The $500 million, think about it, $500 million for that yacht. And he has another one with a helicopter on it to get to that yacht. It costs $600 million, $600 million, the upkeep just to run that yacht a year. I mean, there's people that really need help in life. You know, you could do so much with that money. How much money do you need? It just gets where it's completely crazy to me. And it's just sick. And it's the same thing with Joe Manchin, you know. He lives on his little houseboat, $700,000. And does he need that really, you know? Whatever, but let's just give him that one. But he gets $500 million in donations. His wife gets $600 million in donations. His daughter, I think, got like, I don't know what it was, $30 million for doing something with a pharmaceutical industry, and it's just so wrong. You know, and then they go in there and they raise the drug prices up or whatever. I forget what it was, but you know, it's like something that was like $10 becomes, you know, $500. They're just not kind people. They don't care about you. They do a great double talk, but they never answer the questions. He was never going to pass that stimulus, and Nancy Pelosi knew that too. You know, they gave him the first one with the bridges and all that, but that's corporate. They're making a lot of money. Corporate wants that. They give her money for that because they make money when they build the bridges, but they don't want to do the one to help the people that much. They don't really honestly care about that. What they care about, the corporations, is how much money they make, and they don't care about old people. They never once talk about the Social Security and raising that up. It's just on the back burner. She knows as soon as they pass the first one that the bridges, they're never going to pass the Build Back Better. The Build Back Better was $6.5 trillion. Now it's already down to $1 trillion. They don't even have the package. They don't even know what they're going to call it now. Most just call it the second corporation package, because that's what it'll end up being. And it's just sad. So anyway, now I'm giving you all the doom and gloom today. Hey, if you're low income, there's a whole link of stuff down below that you can look at that will really help you. And everything, if you rent or own or whatever it is, you know, this camera's neat because the cars always stop for you. They want to drive in front of your camera. I think it's partially they don't want to get filmed. And but I think you just walk around and carry a camera all day, you'd be a lot better off. But anyway, this is the DoubleTree, or the Dollar Tree. I guess it's a $1.25 tree now with inflation. But you know, we got what was it? Oh, you know what's funny the other day was, just gotta tell you this really quick. They did the The job report, you know, I forget what it was. It was like they were going to lose a couple 100,000 jobs, and they suddenly raised it up that where they got 500,000 jobs, and they raised up the 2 months before. And every newscaster and place I get news from and information from, every single person, no matter what party they're for or anything, all said that's baloney. That is not true. It couldn't be. I just don't think our government tells us the truth all the time. You know, and I mean, I know obvious things they don't. You know, the cost of living, come on, you know, they don't include real estate or rentals. I mean, rentals are 16.5% increase. Cost of cars, I mean, anywhere from 35% higher. You know, they don't include that stuff. But even still, with the cost of living, it's way more than 5 or 6%. So I just think our government's lying. And I expect all that. But when they start telling you there's 500,000 jobs, and I just know there's not, I don't buy that. So don't be too gullible. And I mean, look around and look at, you know, here, look across the street here. Look at Centellia Feed and Pet Supplies. Whole parking lot's empty. Nail and Spa, all empty. Policemen patrolling this place. I mean, it's just, look at the shops, all the shops across the way next to there too. They're all empty. There's no one even there. Motorcycle racing through there. It's just, business is not what it used to be. People aren't going out much. The Panda Express got a couple customers in there. It's just, economy is not good. Save your money, prepare. You don't know what's coming up in the future. And see if I can get a picture here. We get 2 people in there, a couple people ordering. There's nobody anywhere. So the low cost stores, all these booths, they're all empty. This is typical. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say today. Just take care. If you have any comments on this, tell me how the stores are in your area. I'd love to hear it, because I don't think things are doing well at all, and I think you need to be prepared, and prices are just going skyrocketing. All these companies are just announcing giant price increases in the next couple months. So, and it's everything all the way down the line. So watch out for yourself and take good care of yourself. God bless, and thank you so much for watching my video. Bye-bye.